What's up, Taurus? This is a reading for the week of January 31st through February 6th. I am doing, very first Taurus reading that I've done. I'm starting this channel and doing tarot readings. I can't ever say tarot. I'm from Kentucky, so I have a little bit of a wang in my jaw when I talk, and it always makes me mad. So when I try to pronunciate certain words, I can't, because that southern part of me tries to come out. Anyway, so yeah, Taurus, January 31st through the 6th of February. I got 2 tarot decks here and 1 oracle deck. My name is James. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I have been working on developing my intuition for several years now. I've been reading tarot for over a year. So I'm not generally new to tarot at all, but I have been reading for over a year. Developing intuition. I've always been intuitively guided. I understand what it means to feel intuitive hits. I've gotten psychic downloads before. I have had meetings with spirits even. And that part of me is still in development. But for now, I'm going to start with readings with tarot cards because I can still get a lot of information. I'm just talking as I shuffle these cards. I'm going to try and hurry up though, because my last reading with Aries, I started after I shuffled, so I'm just going to shuffle all of them really quick. Or at least these first 2 tarot cards, and I'll shuffle them in. So I'll do 3 columns, and then a clarifier or an outcome for each column. And each column has 2 cards. I want to try and keep these readings a little bit shorter, because I don't really care for long readings when I watch them. Especially just like weekly readings. If it's a personal reading, I like longer ones. And I will have links and or ways to support the channel, or if you want a one-on-one reading, you can definitely reach out to me via the links below. So just keep an eye out for that. I'm a little more grounded in my approach to reading, so I'm not always going to have this like super airy like happiness, not really vibe, but you know what I mean. Some tarot readers that I've watched literally just try to be happy and outgoing all the time. But the thing is like, that's not life. You know, sometimes life just needs to be like, just needs to hit you, get to the meat of the source, and bring out as much intuitive information as you possibly can. All right, so let's get on with the reading here. Sorry. Yeah. So here we go. This is the overall essence or the theme playing out for this week. 3 cards here. This is already vastly different than the Aries. Alright, so first card here is the overall theme. 7 of Wands. So this week may kind of feel like things may be against you, okay? Basically what this card represents. You're kind of having to stand your ground and defend yourself, your ideas, your passions, the things that you're being driven towards, right? So anything that you're being drawn towards, or you might be experiencing this week, you could feel like things or life is against you, okay? So that's the overall arcing theme. The thing here is there's growth, all right? You have what it takes to be able to stand up for yourself. That's the main part here. It's like, don't let anybody or anything get you down or try to bring you down, because you are this person standing up here with the wand, ready to battle. You know, you have that fiercity to you. That's what that card represents, okay? That's the overarching theme. So moving on to the first column here is the Empress, all right? And the card with it is the 10 of Wands. Okay, so abundance. I'm definitely getting abundance vibes from this. The Empress is a female who has what she needs, and she actually has a lot more than what she needs. So some people look at this card as a glow up vibe. Not always the case. However, this card is definitely a very positive card in regards to abundance, and it seems like this may be something that you've been working towards probably for a while now. Working towards abundance, the freedom, the ability to be fertile in creating more abundance, right? Because the 10 of Wands represents someone who's had to take on a lot. And that actually may be something you're feeling right now too. It actually goes along with the 7 of Wands too. So the 10 of Wands is someone who has been taking on a lot. There's 10 Wands he's holding on to kind of tightly. He's just like, when can I finally release these burdens, right? but you're getting there. That's what this is saying. The next one is the Ten of Swords. So 2 tens already. Endings are happening. So there are definite endings that are coming to the forefront here this week. And it might become more apparent as the week goes on, moving into the following week as well. Ten of Swords represents the ending of a belief, a endeavor, or something that is just literally no longer serving you. The thing is this can be kind of a painful ending. And it seems like the extended card here is the Four of Pentacles. All right, so that's someone who is kind of holding on to their wealth, not wanting to let go of it. But the thing is you have to give up this idea that you can't use your wealth or what you have to be able to move forward on something, right? I think that's kind of like what I'm pulling out of this right now. It's like you have the means, you have this abundance, you've acquired some sort of success yourself. You just have to let go, let this die out, this belief that you shouldn't be spending your money on certain things. You are the Empress. You have the royalty and the right to be able to move forward on something. So that's kind of like what I'm getting from that. And my readings are going to be a little bit more fast. I like to keep them a little short. I may have already said that. If I did, I'm sorry. All right, so next card here is the Judgment card. So this card is all about being called towards something. And the extended card here is the Queen of Wands. You may be actually called towards some sort of spiritual endeavor, right? So you're having some sort of awakening, some sort of epiphany even, because the Judgment card here represents someone who is reviewing their life, the things that have happened in their life currently, and kind of utilizing that and bringing it to the current moment, and kind of reviewing everything and analyzing it. Trying to set yourself free. So a lot of people look at this card, and I do too sometimes, as a spiritual awakening. And it seems like you are actually moving towards a more royal status. It's pretty funny. You got the Empress and the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is very much inspirational. She's all about her community and wanting to build that community, her queendom even. But if you're a guy watching this, don't worry about that. Use it into perspective with you. It doesn't have to be a female. But I'm getting kind of witchy vibes with this, because the black cat down here, right? So, this calling of yours could be pretty spiritual even. So if there's something that you've been wanting to move forward with, in regards to spirituality, go for it. The cards definitely say yes. You're being called towards it. There's nothing that should be holding you back at this point besides your own mind. And that's where the death needs to come in for, right? That's where that death needs to come in for. Let me draw clarifying cards here. All right. Cool. So the Lovers for the first column over the Empress and the Ten of Wands. So yeah, definitely a choice to make. All right. And this could be in regards to a relationship. Yeah, okay. So maybe even your relationship is becoming a burden. The relationship with your current significant other, right? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting for this, but for others, it could just be making a choice with your own connection, making a choice to move forward that feels more in connection with your higher self, or intuitively guided towards, right? Because it looks like you have the Empress status going on. All right, clarifying here is the Nine of Swords over the Ten of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So definitely some sleepless nights here. This card definitely represents some anxiety, some stresses that are coming up. This is probably one of the most unfavorable cards besides like the Three of Wands, possibly the the Three of Swords and possibly the Ten of Swords. I actually like the Ten of Swords personally because it always means something is dying. Something that needs to die, and not something that like we should be holding on to, but something needs to die. And this could have been causing a lot of anxiety or things that just kind of make you go, ah, right? She's just like holding her face down like this, and she doesn't want any more of it. She just wants to be set free. So allow yourself to be set free. That's basically the message here. And then the Ace of Pentacles is the clarifying. These are almost too golden. You may or may not be able to see that. Anyway, so the Ace of Pentacles is definitely an opportunity or some sort of a material asset coming towards you, right? A new beginning. Aces always represent new beginnings. And because you're being called towards this more spiritual endeavor, this is definitely opening up an opportunity for you. So I would definitely say if there's something you're being called towards, something that is pulling you towards it, and you know what that is, it's going to look different for everybody, so I'm not going to try and intuit what that is. Something is pulling you, and it's going to cause you need to be a leader for it, basically, right? But the queen is always a leader. It could be something more spiritual. If it's not spiritual, for those of you who are watching this and you're not looking for something more spiritual, it's just calling you to be a leader. The queen is a leader. She's very charismatic. She is very attractive even. And this choice that you're having to make moving forward and the things that you have to let go of is going to present you an opportunity. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to pull 3 cards here. All right, so I'm using the Moonology deck here. Disseminating Moon. Take time to breathe out. I'm not sure if you can see that. So basically it's saying, I think it falls in line with what's here. You got the 10 of Wands, you got the 10 of Swords, you got the 9 of Swords, you have the 7 of Wands. All these cards represent burdens, battles, defensiveness. You may even feel exhausted. That's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting here. So it's saying to just take time to breathe out in whatever way that comes for you. Meditation. I'm always going to recommend meditation. I meditate every single day for at least 20 minutes a day. 20, 30 minutes. But whatever you feel comfortable with. It doesn't have to be that long. As long as you can get a good quality meditation in. Take time to breathe out. Take time for yourself even. That's kind of what this card's saying. Take time for yourself so that you can clear your mind, recharge your energy, and move forward. Your energy. Because in order to move forward, adjustments have to be made. So there is something that you're moving towards, but in order to get to that next place, you have to be willing to make adjustments. And that's kind of like what these cards are saying with the 2 10s especially. And also the Judgment card here is you're being called towards something. And you have to be willing to let go of these burdens and let go of the belief system that you're holding on to, right? That's kind of what this is saying. Your dreams need a practical plan. This is the full moon in Taurus. Taurus is all about finances, stability, abundance, making a plan that could take a little bit of time, but it is ultimately moving forward. Taurus is slow and steady always, but Taurus always makes progress though. So in order for you to move forward on your plans, some things may need to be worked out and planned out a little more thoroughly. You may need to invest some money into a certain endeavor that may require you to move forward with, right? It's kind of like what I'm seeing here. But the thing is like, you know, you're going to have the opportunity to do so. You just have to make that choice. You're being called to make a huge change in your life right now. And it's going to take a lot of guts, a lot of virtue, and time within yourself to really figure out where it is you're going with this. But ultimately, while I know this reading may seem a little bit dire, basically there's a lot of great things happening for you as long as you allow yourself to blossom. You know, let go of the things that aren't serving you anymore. Let this belief system or these challenges die out so that you can embrace something new and get better sleep. With the 9 of Swords coming out, yeah. So anyway, Taurus, hope you enjoyed this reading. Be sure to like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you enjoy the way I do readings. I do dive a little bit deeper into them. I try to be as intuitive as possible. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.